Right. We won't spend too much time with this because I'll explain why in a second. Tammy Sytch being recommended 26 years. Calling the WWE Hall of Famer a danger to society, a prosecutor is asking that Tammy Sonny Sytch be sentenced to the maximum penalty of 26 years in prison for driving drunk in a crash that killed a man last year in Ormond Beach. This is what the prosecutor said. By continuously driving under the influence without a valid license, the defendant has demonstrated a wanton disregard for the law and a clear refusal to abide by the law. The state believes that the maximum sentence is the only way to protect the community from the defendant's repetitive and dangerous actions, wrote Assistant State Attorney Ashley Terwilliger. So, 26 years. We've talked about this a couple of times before, and you've been saying 10 years plus. Is 26 years too much? Is that right?
Well, this is what this is state law. It's a state case, right? Not a federal case. See, I know a little bit about the law. If it's a federal case and they say 20 years, well, they don't go too much on that probation stuff. You'll serve about 17 of those 20. If they give her 20 years in state court, she could serve 10. And according to her behavior, and they could let her out. But prisons are not to punish the guilty so much. Prisons are to protect the people that are still on the streets. See, when they let Tammy run free, they take a chance of her getting drunk, going out there, getting in a car and driving off and killing somebody. It's actually to protect us. So if they give her 26, I will be surprised, but I think it's going to be 20 or above.
Really?
Because they got to go over her record. But this time she killed a guy. Here's a 75-year-old guy sitting in a car. The sun is shining. He's in Florida. Bam, he's dead. Just like that. Because she didn't care. And she doesn't care. When she has a severe drinking problem. And if they let her out, I think she would kill somebody else. Of course, I can predict that. I don't know if it's going to be true or not. But we know what her record is before, and why would it change?
So 26 years, that's the maximum penalty. But you think 20 now? Because I think when we've talked about this before, you were predicting nearer 10. But is your heart now going towards a higher number?
How old is she now? 50, 52?
Around that, yeah.
I think she should go, to me personally, I think she needs to serve between 10 and 15. Get her off the highway. It's what I think. Because if they keep showing, we have lenience toward these drivers and this, it doesn't have any teeth in it. And now they have somebody with a name that people know. So if they put it on her now, that will get out and everybody will know that.
Do you think her celebrity status will help her or hinder her in the sense that maybe it could be an example made of her?
Yeah. I think it'll work against her. I think they're going to make an example out of her. And I don't know. I have mixed feelings on this because Tammy's an idiot, a complete idiot. She can't help it. But she didn't mean to kill the guy, but she did. I mean, so that could be me, or it could be you, it could be your friend, it could be somebody else, it could be a kid, it could be. So why wait for her to prove you wrong, and when you could probably save somebody's life that has nothing to do with Tammy Sytch? So letting her out is like saying, okay, here, take this gun and just start shooting up in the air over in that field over there. And if she hits somebody, is that her fault because you told her to do it? Or is it her fault because she did it? So she's the one that did it. She's the one that needs to suffer.
Says here that Sytch is set to appear November 27th for sentencing before Circuit Judge Karen Foxman at the S. James Foxman Justice Center in Daytona Beach. So we will be Keeping an eye on that very much so.
That's 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
About that?
Yeah, maybe even a tiny bit less, yeah. We will move
on.
I'm
not that far from there. I might go over there.
What, on Pelter with rotten tomatoes or something? Or
yeah, and I may be sitting in the car. She wouldn't know it's me though.
I could wear a
report. Yes,
Texas
I would.
Dirt has turned up.
A COVID mask. I'd wear that and a wrestling mask on top of that, or a wrestling match and then a COVID mask.
My God, Jushin Thunder Liger has turned up to the courthouse.
Texas Dirt, and I got a big hat on too. So.